Welcome to Lesson 2 in Unit 7, Patterns in the Sky. In this lesson, students will work to answer the question, what patterns do we notice about the sun? In this lesson, students expand their understanding of patterns through observations of the daytime sky, noticing the apparent motion of the sun. Students figure out that the sun appears to move in a pattern across the sky from east to west. They figure out that the sun follows the same path each day, which allows them to make predictions about its position. Students make connections to the storyline by recognizing that the pattern of the sun's apparent movement across the sky is a circle. There are several opportunities for ELA, social studies, and math cross-curricular connections throughout the lesson. You can look for specific standard connections in the Unit 7 Teacher Guide. This lesson will take approximately 3 to 4 days to complete. You'll start the Engage by reminding students of the anchoring phenomenon and how they are working as scientists to identify patterns in the sky. You'll ask students about the patterns in the day and night skies and what they think those patterns help scientists explore. You'll then show images of the daytime sky. You'll ask students what they notice as well as what questions they have about the images. You'll revisit the driving question board to add any new questions and highlight any others connected to the learning goals of this lesson by calling attention to questions about patterns in the daytime sky. For the Explore portion, you'll ask students what they might do to check where the sun is located at different times of day, and discuss how scientists use compasses to help them find directions. You'll ask if anyone has seen or used a compass before, and post the compass and cardinal directions vocabulary cards. On a sunny day, you'll take students outside with the compasses from the MySci kit. You'll have students record their observations of the location of the sun in the sky on their Patterns in the Daytime Sky student journal pages. You'll repeat this process 3 times over the next 3 days. For the Explain portion, you'll invite students to gather in a circle to share their observations about the daytime sky. You'll use the provided questions to guide your discussion around the question, what patterns can we identify in the daytime sky? The goal of this class discussion is to describe how the sun appears to move across the sky in a pattern from east to west. You'll use the discussion to add to the Unit 7 pattern chart. By the end of the discussion, students should understand that the sun appears to move across the sky from east to west in a pattern. The pattern is a cycle because it repeats each day. They should also be able to draw an image to show this pattern. During the discussion, you'll set up and carry out the day and night demonstration. Be sure to see the tutorial slides for setup and procedure instructions for this activity. During the activity, you'll post and discuss the Rotate vocabulary card. For the Evaluate portion, you'll read Sun Up, Sun Down. Be sure to use the Read Aloud guide for discussion questions. For the Evaluate portion, you'll have students complete the Sunrise to Sunset Puzzle student journal page. To support student sense-making across the unit, you'll orient them back to the driving question board. You'll ask students, what did we learn about the patterns related to the sun? And what new questions do we have? By the end of this lesson, students will have analyzed and interpreted observations of the daytime sky to describe patterns of the sun, and made predictions about the sun's position based on observable patterns. In Lesson 3, students will be figuring out how patterns in the daytime sky change during the year. The Extend activity is aligned to a Missouri standard. If you are a Missouri teacher, this activity should be taught. If not, it can be optional. You can introduce the Temperature Rising activity and the Temperature in the Classroom student journal page. You'll hand out thermometers to students and ask if they know what the thermometer is. You can also post and discuss the temperature vocabulary card. You'll give students time to brainstorm answers to several questions about thermometers and temperature. They will then use their thermometers to investigate temperature in the classroom. After 10 to 15 minutes, you'll have students return to their thermometers and color in the thermometer on the Temperature in the Classroom Student Journal page to match their thermometer. They will use this journal page to compare temperatures with other groups. For more information about this unit, visit myscipartners.com.